right, let's jump back into the Millionaire database. In session 1, we talked about you got a lot more leads than you think you might have, and you know a lot more people than you think you might know. And so my problem usually isn't a lead problem. Right now my problem is a lead conversion problem. I know people, I'm just not converting at a high enough rate because I'm not in a relationship with enough people. I'm not in connection with enough people. And so session 2, we talked about mindset and skill set to be able to nurture those relationships and more easily earn business from people that I know or people that I think I should know at a higher level. So in session 3, we're going to talk about going from E to P, entrepreneurial to purposeful. This is in the MREA book, right? Millionaire Real Estate Agent book by Gary Keller, going from what we're good at to being intentional and purposeful of some of these things I'm not as good at. So what's your system? And let me pop over here to the strategic mindset, going from E to P, the entrepreneurial style on the bottom there, your drive and enthusiasm, especially as a new agent, your intuition and your natural behavior as maybe a seasoned agent, you know what you're good at, and so ultimately that hits a ceiling, right? That drive, that natural behavioral style that it serves you so well ultimately hits a ceiling, and then you're disappointed. There's some resignation. You start thinking about greener pastures somewhere else or with some other activity, when at the end of the day, to really break through that fundamental ceiling of achievement, I really have to go from E to P, that purposeful style, doing what comes unnaturally. Now, some of us have real natural focus and we're just driven, but man, that accountability factor down below there, that accountability factor is less often there. And as entrepreneurs, we're the CEO, we're the employer and the employee, and we can get a little squirmy with that on doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm talking about. Certainly, brokers or most of the real estate industry has nothing on strategic options, models, and systems. There's brokers out there peddling leads and less commissions, but really running your business like a business. You can't be the maitre d' and the cook. At some point, you're going to have to need leverage. And so that purposeful style allows you a more strategic option with systems and models and accountability to be able to go to the next level. Help more people. All right, let's pop back over to 4 laws. 4 laws that will help you go from E to P, which is first build and organize. So where's your database? Now, it's not in your phone. Like, really, where do you need to put it? How do you need to organize your database? Feed it daily. What's that mean? How about add to the database? You're looking to build your database. Now, that's a whole nother conversation on talking to people that you don't know. And how am I being intentional and purposeful? Systems and strategies to be able to build my database and nurture my database. Not just nurture it with staying in touch with my database directly, not just indirectly, social media, texting, email. I'm talking about directly. And how do I continue to be intentional about nurturing the size of it, growing it? That's talking to more people so that you can grow the database. Number 3, communicate systematically. What's your real 33-touch system look like? Again, a reference to the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. What's your system with staying in touch? Because that we know through studies that if I stay in touch 33 different ways, okay, with my database, then I will ultimately be able to attain a 10% return ratio, meaning 10% of my database should either do business with me this year or refer me business. Is that happening? Look at your numbers. We went over that in session 1. And finally, work all business. Look, no business is too small because you never know when a lease turns into $1 million referral. You just don't know. So be grateful and come from contribution, maybe finding ways to leverage some of that, but still be in touch and connect at a high level, maintaining the integrity of the relationship. Okay, so 4 laws. Now, why you won't do this? Your inability to say no, right? You just can't say no, or you have a fear of chaos. What's going to happen? Right? Poor health habits. So what are you talking about? Well, you don't eat right. You don't sleep right. You're not taking care of yourself. So your energy just ain't right. Your environment doesn't support your goals. Maybe it's your office. Maybe it's the people that you're hanging around. Maybe it's the people in your personal life. But your environment's not supporting your goals. So real reasons on why won't this happen? But how about this? Why will it happen? Build a bunker on your time blocks. Time block. Time block, because if it's not on your calendar, I hear you bold people, It doesn't exist. And so build a bunker on your time block. Lock the door. Store provisions, okay? Store provisions, so maybe some snacks or some drinks so that you don't have excuses to get out. Sweep for minds. Turn your phone off or over, or go to a different area for you to be able to not be distracted. So storing provisions and sweep for minds is eliminating some of that creative avoidance that we have when we're not doing what we should be doing, which is connecting with people, I know, at a higher level. Number 4, enlist support. That's more like accountability, right? Who is holding you accountable? Who is, maybe that's your right environment, back on why you won't do it. Who's the right environment, or what's the right environment? Who are the right people to surround yourself with to be able to give yourself the energy, the emotional, the psychological support that you're going to need? Because look, this is still hard work, and you will get discouraged. You won't be as motivated. Because this is not about motivation, this is about perseverance, doing things in spite of, to be able to serve at a high level and ultimately have the business that you're looking for, to attain the life that you're looking for. That's really the ultimate end goal, is helping enough people ultimately leads to you having the life that you want. Don't you deserve that? Don't you want that? Yeah, I know you do. So look, go from E to P. Go back on these videos again and again for the Millionaire database, because there is so much opportunity to be able to connect and love on people in spite of what's happening out there with the industry and the world, in spite of what's happening in here with my mind working against me. Go love on some people. Go make some money.